If you're going to succeed as an immigrant in the US, you first need to navigate the rigorous immigration process before and after settling in the US. It took me 8 good years to finally make it to the US. I was denied visa 4 times before I finally migrated as a master's international student. After I graduated, I took a leap of faith to get into the tech industry as a consultant, even though I had no IT background. A few years down the line, I started a consulting business on IT graduate studies as well as self-development IT training programs, and from then on, I've never looked back. This is Bob Mwiti, and you are watching Success with Bob Mwiti Show. In today's episode of Success with Bob Mwiti Show, I'm going to talk about what you really need to do if you are denied a student visa. Okay, in today's episode, I'm going to talk about what you need to do if you are denied a student visa. Now, the fact is, a lot of Africans, they get denied student visas. In fact, statistics show that about 70% of Africans, they get denied student visas. 70% of Africans, they get denied student visas. Okay, that's a very sad, reality. Okay, and the main reason is really because when you are poor, which a lot of Africans are, most likely the U.S. government, they don't want you to be here. Okay, if they know that you are poor, they don't want you to be here because they know that you won't go back. Okay, and that's one of the main reasons why, as Africans, we are denied, student visas, because we are known to be poor. It's what it is. Okay, so most likely, if you come here as an international student, you won't go back. Okay, and it's what it is. Okay, so if you are denied, okay, let's say for example you went there for the first time, you got denied. So what can you really do? Okay, what can you do once you're denied? So once you're denied, just accept that, you've been denied, of course. Okay, you can't do anything about it. Once they deny, they just deny you, all right? So, but what you can really do is go back to the drawing board. Okay, figure out why were you denied the visa in the first place? Okay, why were you denied? Don't rush into going to reapply for the visa. Okay, think about it. Why were you denied? Okay, because there must have been a reason why your visa didn't go through. Okay, maybe it's the way that you're articulating the answers to the visa officer. Maybe you didn't have the right documents. Maybe you didn't show your ties back to your country. Maybe you didn't show that you could be able to pay for your education here in the US, because those are usually the main reasons why people are not given the visa. Okay, maybe it was your it was your confidence levels. Okay, maybe you went there, you are afraid. It was the first time, you had never been to the US embassy before, you were never coached by anyone, so you just went there, you are not really prepared. So those could be the reasons. So go to the drawing board. You know yourself. Okay, you will know why were you denied the visa. Okay, sometimes the kind of reasons that they give are usually they're usually very generic, but you yourself, you can really tell why you are denied. Okay, if you can't tell, then you are not even a serious student, really. Okay, you can definitely know the reason why you were denied the visa. Okay, the visa was not approved. All right. So once now you go to the drawing board and figure out why you are denied that visa, then the next thing that you do is to reapply if you still have time. And that's why also when you apply for a student visa, you need to give yourself enough time, okay, from when you're applying to when you're supposed to be here in the US. All right. So once now you figured out the reason why you are denied, then now work towards fixing that. Okay, work towards fixing that. Let's say, for example, let's say you are not, maybe you are not very good with the way that you are answering the questions. Maybe you are shaking, you are not prepared, you didn't know how to answer questions and things like those. Maybe you can find someone to coach you. Okay, maybe a professional person who can coach you for that. or maybe you are not able to provide necessary paperwork, to support your case. Okay, if that was the case, then you can go ahead, get all the paperwork, and then go back and reapply. Okay, or maybe if you are not able to give good reasons for your ties back to your country, and now when you think about it, you think like you really have good ties back to your country, it's only that you are not able to to give those ties to the visa officer, then you can definitely go back and reapply for the visa. Okay, but you can't appeal, because I see a lot of people also asking me like, hey Bob, can you appeal? No, you can't. You can only reapply for another visa. Okay, and you're gonna need to pay the same amount that you paid previously. Okay, so that's why it's very, very important before you go for that student visa, you are really prepared. Okay, I know this from my own experiences. I was denied visa 4 times. Okay, so it's very, very important that you really prepare yourself for that student visa interview. Okay, very, very important. All right, so that's what you really need to do. If you are denied a visa, go back to the drawing board, figure out exactly why you are denied, and then now work towards fixing that, and then go back and reapply. That way you'll most likely increase your odds of getting approval. Okay, but again, you really have to remember that about 70% of Africans, they don't get visa approval. 70% of Africans, they don't get visa approvals. Okay, so it's what it is. Okay, you're watching Success with Bob Mwiti show, presented to you by Appstec America. Appstec America is a consulting company that helps immigrants find amazing higher education and job opportunities in the tech industry in the United States. You can find our programs by going to www.appstecamerica.com. Appstec America, we wake you up to the unlimited potential within you. On to the question of the day. Someone asked me, hey Bob, I've traveled to the US before. Does this increase my chances of getting a student visa? Well, if you've traveled to the US before, maybe on a visit visa, and you are going to seek a student visa, yeah, that one will increase your chances of getting the visa. Okay, because you've showed that you can come here and go back. Okay, because a lot of people, they come here and then they don't go back. Okay, but if you've been here and you did whatever you're supposed to do, if you came here on a visit visa and you're able to go back to your country in 6 months time, then and then you go and seek a student visa, they will definitely give you. Most of the time they'll give you. Okay, of course it's not assured, but most of the time they'll give you. Still have to show that you've been accepted to the school, you have the funds to pay for school here, and all those other things that we've talked about in my previous episodes of Success with Bob Witt show. So as long as you can be able to prove all that, then you should not have a problem getting a visa if you've ever been to the US before. Okay, I'll see you next time. Goodbye. You've been watching Success with Bob Mwiti show, brought to you by Appstec America. Come back next time to hear more steps and missteps that I took on the path to becoming a successful immigrant in USA. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn.